There we go. What's going on, everyone? So today is the day we're finally going to get to review the JB4. So, what do I think about JB4? Is it worth it? Should you get it? Is it better than JB Plus? Well, that's what this video is going to be all about. So I guess first thing we can start off is comparing it to JB Plus. Now, is JB4 better? Well, I guess you could say it depends on what you're looking for. Now, for the cost, if you want to stay cheap, and nothing's wrong with that, I'm not saying like cheap in a negative way, I'm saying if you want to keep your costs down, that's probably a better way of putting it, then JB Plus is obviously going to be the way to go. I mean, bang for the buck, there's nothing better in my opinion. It increases the performance, as I've shown in my previous videos. If you haven't watched those, you can go back and watch them. And that's a great thing. I think most of us, that's what we're looking for, and for the money, you get that. You get a performance increase. Now with the JB4, what's nice is that you can actually get a bit more power out of your car when compared to JB Plus. And that's because it gives you the ability to log, and it gives you a bit more customization, you could say. So what I mean by that is, after you do enough logging on your car and you find out what kind of booster your car can handle, if you have the proper fuel, and kind of figuring all that out, you can customize map 6 in a way to where at certain RPMs you get a certain amount of boost. And this allows you to build up power in a way, or boost in a way that it comes on more smoothly and your car ends up faster in the end. So just with that, I mean, most of us would appreciate a bit more power. Now, of course, this requires that you read the logs, or at least have someone help you with the logs like many of us do, because it's quite a bit of work to learn everything. But once you get those numbers down and you figure out what your car can handle, I mean, you could end up with quite an efficient car in regards to building a boost and making it quicker. And not only this, though, is that most of us who modify our cars, we also want to make sure our cars are running healthy, because we care about our cars. We don't want them to be unhealthy and running too much boost, or of course we don't want it to be running too lean. So we want to check the logs and see in real time, hey, what's my trim? Is it running too lean? And you could do that with JB4, which I personally think is worth the money. I think me being able to see all these different gauges that show different things, whether it's the air to fuel ratio or the trim, what you're supposed to be targeting with the boost, the map you're at, all these different things can be seen, and just add extra, you can say an extra safety precaution that most of us would appreciate when we're doing some modifying to our car. So that's one thing I really like about JB4, and I think makes it worth it. Besides that, I mean, you also get the power increase that comes with JB4. Now, as I mentioned, I'm able to now run map 3 and see how it's running, and I see that it's running healthy, so I'm not overly worried. And because of that, I see that, hey, I'm now getting a power increase, I'm getting a quicker 0 to 60, and I'm getting a quicker quarter mile time. Now I'm going to be inserting the times that I actually got with the draggy, because I want to show you guys proof that, hey, it is providing an increase.
30. Quarter mile.
Now, thinking about stock, the best time I've ever gotten, I believe, was 5.6 or something, or 5.7. I can't remember exactly what it was when I ran stock, which is about what most journalists got with the rear-wheel drive cars, and then some with the all-wheel drive car, the X-Drive, were able to get around 5.3. Now, I see it on YouTube, like a lot of regular drivers like myself and people that review the car, like normal people that aren't car journalists, they got worse times. A lot of them were getting 6 seconds. So they're getting under what the advertised time was from BMW. But with the JB Plus, I was able to get an increase. I believe my quickest time, just stock JB Plus, was around 5.4 something. And then with the JB Plus and E85, I believe I was able to get like 5.17 or maybe 5.2, something around there. So that was with E85. Now with JB4, I've been consistently able to get 5.1, like super easily. My best time so far has been 5.03, so almost 5 seconds flat. And now, of course, that's only milliseconds. Yeah, you're getting millisecond increases, and then with a 0 and 60, still millisecond increases. I believe that the stock time is it like 13.7? I can't remember the exact stock time. I'd have to look it up again. I'll place it, a little insert here saying the stock time of the G20 330i. But with JB4, I was able to get, I believe my quickest time was 13.3 something, which you think about it is, I mean, it's milliseconds again, but it's increased. All with just adding a piggyback, you're getting an increase in milliseconds, which for most of us car people is what we want. We just want to have a car that feels a bit more powerful, that feels a bit more fun to drive, and that's what we're getting, all by just adding a simple piggyback. Now, if that's not worth it to you, that's completely understandable. For most of us, it will be worth it, because we just want a car that feels a bit more fun to drive. Now, you could do more. Like what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding a downpipe. That's going to be coming up soon. I actually already have it. And I'm going to be adding that to see if I get even more of an increase. My big thing, which I'm actually almost positive I could get with just JB4, because I was so close, is under 5 seconds. I'm consistently getting around 5.1 or a little bit under, just in the very, very low 5 seconds, which is cool to me. Hey, it's a great increase in power, especially for the cost, and I didn't have to do too much. So hey, that's what I personally like about it. I think that it's worth the cost. Would I get it again? Would I get JB4 over JB Plus? Yes, I would. Now it's all up to personal opinion. If maybe you're happy with JB Plus, you want to spend the less amount of money, that's perfectly fine too. I don't think you can go wrong either way. I didn't want to make this video too long. I want to keep it shorter. Just kind of discuss it really quickly and show you guys the draggy times and let you guys know if you should get it or not, and hopefully give you some insight into what I think about it, and let you guys know to see if it's worth it. In my opinion, it's worth it, but it all depends on, I mean, your personal preferences, of course. You might be happy with just JB Plus without the customization, without the logging. But to me, I feel like especially when you're going to be doing some customization to your cars performance-wise, it's worth knowing and being able to see that your car is healthy, as well as being able to get the best possible piggyback, which I think JB4 is one of the best options out there for sure. So that's going to conclude this portion here. Hopefully in the next video I'll have that downpipe installed or getting installed. And yeah, I'll catch you guys then, and I'll let you guys know how it is.